Good morning, happy Monday, welcome back to my channel. That still feels really weird to say if I'm going to be honest with you. If you're new here, hello, my name is Kate. I post fitness related content, business related content, mindset related content, and really this channel is for the girlies who are wanting more out of their life in whatever capacity that looks like. Now today is Monday. Mondays for me are usually really busy and the day that I like to work inside my business mentoring and business coaching business. So I have back to back coaching calls with my one-on-one private clients today. Later on this afternoon, I'm also running a business call about creating content that converts for my business community inside Side Hustle to CEO. All things are moving. Life is chaotic, but I thought, why not add to the chaos and bring you guys along for a full weekly vlog? I have a lot of things happening in my life coming up, which one, I'm still not really allowed to speak about on the internet. So when I am allowed to, don't worry, you guys are going to be the first to know. I know I said that in my last vlog, and like, to be honest, I fucking hate it when people say that. It's like, bitch, just tell me. But the bottom half of this year, which we're kind of in already, it's already 6 months into the year, which is just crazy, is really hectic with a lot of travel, a lot of opportunity, a lot of moving parts in business, all really good things, but it does feel a little bit overwhelming in the best way possible. So this week I'm headed off interstate at the end of the week, which I'll bring you guys along for. We also are back in studio recording for the podcast, which is honestly my favorite thing to do. So I'll bring you guys behind the scenes of that so you can see inside the studio what it looks like, and maybe give you guys a little bit of a rundown in how we actually plan out our podcast episodes and what we're going to be talking about when we go into the studio, because we're only going once a month and we bulk produce and bulk record majority of the content that you see pushed out on social media, which requires a high level of organization. So going away at the end of the week, like I mentioned, and then it's my best friend's 30th birthday next weekend, so I'm away for that as well, which is going to be just incredible. I'm so excited to celebrate her. And then I go to Bali. Right? I'm in Bali for 14 days. Now, this is not a live, laugh, love luxury holiday for me. It is really a work trip where I am co-facilitating a retreat. So girlies who are studying their Cert 3 and 4 in fitness, so if you're wanting to become a personal trainer, come to Bali and they essentially get like learning on steroids. And the agenda just got finalized, so I am going to be teaching all things business basics and nutrition, which is like my bread and butter, the shit that I am so fucking good at and so passionate about, which is exciting. And then I'm also doing a couple of other workshops around like goal settings, intention setting, mindset practices, and yeah, it's going to be hectic. It's going to be a lot because it's going to be a big 10 days. I think we're there for 14 days in total, but 10 days of the retreat. Getting to meet all the girls, getting to mingle with all the girls, making sure that they're having the best time possible, and also they're feeling really educated, empowered, ready to start their own businesses, or ready to, you know, continue studying and really keep moving forward with their Cert 3 and 4 post the retreat. Then I get back from Bali and I have something really exciting happening, but again, I'm not allowed to speak about it. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I know, that's so annoying. And then I go away again at the end of like in September. It's also my 30th birthday. I'm going to be, actually, I think I'm allowed to say this. I'm going to say it. Turning 30 on the 28th of September, and I am going to be in Ibiza for my 30th. I don't know if that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I am really excited for it. So I'm officially celebrating my 30th birthday, 30 years Earthside in Ibiza, which is just going to be absolutely wild and so much fun, and I cannot wait. Before we continue on in this vlog, we need to talk about the fact that we are already 6 months into the year. 6 months left of 2025, which is absolutely wild. This year feels like it has flown by. But if you are someone who has started the year off, you feel like nothing has gone in your favor, you haven't achieved the goals that you set out to achieve, I want to remind you that that is okay. But also, now is the perfect time to audit your whole life. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but actually take time to sit down and figure out, what do I want to achieve for the next 6 months? Where have I fallen short to not achieve the goals that I set out for myself for the first 6 months of the year? What am I going to be doing less of, not necessarily more of? Now, this is a rule that I live by, and something that I actually implement with all of my clients, fitness or business clients, is instead of focusing on all of the other things that you want to do, I want to get the dream body, I want to make more money in my business. It's like, what are you no longer going to be doing? I will no longer be making excuses. I will no longer be procrastinating. I no longer will be complaining. I no longer will be saying, oh my God, that's so hard for me and so easy for her. And actually sit down and write a list of the things in the last half of the year, the last 6 months that you no longer want to do. A mid-year reset, personally for me, I fucking love it. It allows me to go, okay, what did I actually achieve at the start of the year? That 6 months, I ticked off X, Y, and Z. You know, my business is on track to hit X, Y, and Z money. I'm working with X, Y, and Z amount of clients. I've traveled X, Y, and Z times. I'm ticking all of these boxes, but then what have I actually fallen short on? And getting really fucking honest with yourself, where you have been the limitation for you not to be able to achieve the things that you set out, is going to be such a game changer moving forward, to make sure that the last 6 months of the year is actually something that you're really proud of and you're still working towards achieving something. I find a lot of people, when they look at the goals that they haven't achieved, it really dictates the way that they move forward. They get into the fuck it mentality. You know, fuck it, this year's already been shit. I'm not even going to try and back it up. It's like, well, yeah, if you don't try and back it up, it's like, good luck. You're always going to struggle achieving the goals that you want to achieve, whether it's fitness related, business related, mindset related, career related, whatever. It applies to all avenues. So take this as your little gentle, friendly reminder to sit down and audit your fucking life, right? What have you done well? Where have you fallen short? What are you no longer going to be doing for the last 6 months of this year? And don't just throw in the towel because the first half of the year was shit. You have so much time. 6 months is the time that you need to completely change and transform your whole fucking life. Trust me. If you lock in for 6 months in your business, you will be making more money than you ever have before. If you lock in for 6 months in your health and fitness, you will be the fittest, hottest, sexiest, most version of yourself than you ever have been before. It just requires you to not tap out, not make excuses, and really decide, I want more for myself. Now, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I've been yapping a little bit too much. Let's get into this weekly vlog and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I'm coming to you from my bed because I'm literally just about to go take my makeup off and get to sleep. Honestly, you know those days where it feels like it's been a week? It's only Monday and it already feels like this week is going to be absolutely hectic, which I know it is. Like I was saying before earlier today, it's like this, everything, life is just moving so quickly at the moment. There's so many things that I'm doing, navigating, juggling, balancing. But yeah, today was just a hectic day. I'm behind on work. I have to, like, nothing super urgent, but just like email replies and replying to inquiries and all the things that do require some of my attention. But that is going to have to be a tomorrow's job because my brain has just like cooked it. Today, back-to-back calls with my one-on-one business clients and some business audit calls, which I absolutely love doing, but oh, it's a lot of speaking. And I ran my masterclass with my business community, which is just like, oh, 10 out of 10 vibe. Like, I love my job. You know, they say you never work a day in the life if you love your job and you're passionate about it, which I totally am. But like when I spend all day talking, it's like my brain, oh, it needs to just like shut off. So I'm gonna go do my skincare, hop into bed, and literally I know I can feel it as soon as my head hits the pillow. Your girl is gonna be out. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Yes, it is now Wednesday because, as you guys can tell by the previous slide, your girl got food poisoning, self-inflicted food poisoning with chicken, and it just did not agree with me. I was so nauseous and so sick for pretty much the whole day yesterday, which now adds more chaos to my week. I'm going through the biggest season of business ever. I am the busiest that I've ever been with my business, which is great. But being sick in the midst of all of this is just not ideal. So today, I literally just am about to get myself ready for the day, which is a little hack that I love to do. Any of my girlies that work from home, you know that you can just get really comfortable sitting in your fucking pajamas, doing your calls, not putting any effort into your appearance. And something for me that makes me feel really good is actually just taking 10-15 minutes to get myself ready for the day. I'm just gonna put a little bit of makeup on, just basic makeup, and then I've got to go and edit the podcast before I get into 5.5 hours of back-to-back calls today with my one-on-one business clients as well. So it is all happening. Actually, a couple of those calls are side hustle to CEO business audits, because if you sign up to my business program, you get a free one-on-one business audit with me. Yeah, so I've just got to do all of that today. Then my stomach feels better. Ugh, it's not the vibe at all. Anyways, I feel also like super dehydrated and feral. Yeah, that's about it, I think. As you can tell, I'm still out of it. Anyways, let me get ready and I'll talk to you guys soon. Part of the YouTube vlog. I'm doing something absolutely criminal. It's currently like 7:05 in the morning and I'm jumping on my computer to do some work. Not only did I give myself food poisoning, as you guys already know, which wiped me out for a full day, full 24 hours, I'm now playing catch up. So whenever somebody jumps into Side Hustle to CEO, they get a free one-on-one deep dive business audit call with me. And I did a bunch of them yesterday back to back. So I'm just finalizing some of the notes now, which I usually never do early in the morning. I'm very much a girl of my morning routine. I love going for my walks, going to the gym, etc. But honestly, this week is busy and I just have to be chasing my tail. Unfortunately, seasons in business, especially the season I'm in right now, where I'm absolutely pushing, growing, scaling really, really quickly, it just requires more of me and I just need to fucking show up and do the work. So it is what it is. I'm just finalizing these notes to send the emails off to the girls who had their call with me yesterday. Then I'm going to go and eat some pre-workout and head off to the gym. Then today I'm going into the studio to record the podcast. We do a month's batch recording, which I already explained to you guys at the start of this vlog. So come and spend the day with me. I'll take you to the gym. We'll go to the podcast studio and then I got to go get my Botox topped up. Me saying my day's so busy, got to get my Botox. But honestly, look at this. I got it. The girl's got movement. But yeah, okay, before I head to the gym, I'm just going to quickly lay out a couple of the clothes that I want to wear today at the studio. Like I said, we bulk produce, so I like to have different clothes for every single episode, so it looks different for you guys. So I'm going to quickly do that, then I'm going to head to the gym. I recently changed my training program to 4 full body sessions, which works really well with my 2 boxing sessions that I'm currently doing, just aiding in my recovery. And I'm actually really enjoying full body in the gym, like doing some upper, doing some lower, doing some abs, doing a bit of a mix of everything. So I'm going to do that, eat my pre-workout in the car, and then we're going to go to the gym. And by pre-workout, I mean just a banana. Okay, excuse all the mess behind me. The skirt is from Princess Polly. Really cute, like a little bubble skirt. This top, like you guys have already seen, is just from Zara. I'm just wearing like a Skims long sleeve underneath. And then I've got my little biker boots on, which are also just from Zara, which I bought to go to Ibiza in. I'm just about to quickly grab something to eat and then head off to the podcast studio, where I'll be yapping for the next couple of hours. So I'll take you guys with me and I'll see you there. Bye. Happy Thursday. No, happy Friday. Honestly, that explains how my week is going. I just pulled up to boxing. It's 8 AM. I'm going to go in. I'm going to box. My normal boxing coach is away on holiday at the moment, so I found another boxing coach to take me for the next 2 weeks before I jet off to Bali. I then have to go home. You guessed it, the girls got back-to-back calls with business coaching clients today, and then this afternoon I've got to go pick my partner up and then we're going to the airport to go to the Gold Coast for the weekend. We're going to go see our new little niece who just got born a couple of months ago. Half his family lives up in the Gold Coast, his brother, so we're going to go stay with them. We've also got our goddaughters who live up in Brisbane, so we're going to go see both of them, which I'm so excited. Firstly, to meet my little niece. She's going to be so cute and so tiny. But then also really excited to see my goddaughters because they moved from Melbourne to Brisbane, and really hard because we're so far apart. I mean, we FaceTime all the time, but like they're just the loves of my life. So yeah, we're gonna go do that and then we come back on Sunday. So I'll vlog this whole weekend, obviously, if I remember, hopefully. But yeah, let's go back. Okay, we made it to the airport. I went and dropped the dogs off at my parents' house. We're so lucky when we go away that our parents, my parents, not our parents, our parents, like our parents, like we're related.
No, definitely not.
Anyways, how did we go finding a car spot?
4 levels high. It took
so
way too long.
annoying. It honestly took way too long. So now we have a couple of hours to kill. I'll do a little bit of work on my phone, tie up all the loose ends because this week's been chaos, hasn't it?
Chaotic.
Not so much for you. It's been really chaotic for me.
Crash outs.
Crash. Wait, no, you've crashed out. I haven't crashed out. I've had no crash out. He's been crashing out. Yes, I'm just gonna do some work. Maybe we'll get some dinner. We're gonna get food here.
Yeah, maybe
I'm starving.
some McDonald's or something.
McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's. You know what? I could actually smash a cheeseburger. I haven't had McDonald's in how long?
I don't know. You're telling the story.
How long do you reckon?
A couple of months.
A couple of months?
Yeah, it's been
I
months.
reckon 2 years I
Oh.
haven't had Macca's for. Maybe longer. Anyways, maybe we'll get some McDonald's, stay tuned. And then yeah, do a bit of work, and then we don't land until like nearly 9 p.m. tonight, hire the car. And then we go and see Aman's brother. So that's super exciting to see their new little fresh baby. And then tomorrow, you know what, I'm just gonna shut up and I'm just gonna bring you along for the ride. Okay, let's go. And confirm we did not get McDonald's. No McDonald's.
No McDonald's.
Hear me, but we are just on the way to go visit our goddaughters, and of course we come very
If Santa Claus arrived.